quote-unquote mountain bike, but I grew up in Miami, Florida, so it wasn't really made for any off-road riding. But that was the bike that I started, you know, what you could call training on. You know, I was doing these laps around the Key Biscayne Bridge where I grew up. No cleats and clip-in shoes, just tennis shoes and a shirt. But that was my first bike that I really remember a bunch. The rest are kind of a blur. It got me hooked, man. The first bike race I won was the first one I ever did. Yeah, just the tact and that feeling of getting away from all the rest of the guys. I just went as hard as I could to the finish, and I ended up winning, and that was and I was hooked from that moment on. That was this year at the Dauphiné. Winning the Dauphiné was by far the most special moment for me, and one of the most special moments in my life, honestly. You know, similar goals, but as I've had in years past, but honestly, kind of stepping it up a notch. You know, you don't necessarily have to be the absolute best in the world to win. You just have to be prepared at every opportunity that you have to win, and that's essentially what happened in Dauphiné. Is, you know, I was fit, I was prepared, an opportunity arose, and we took it. You know, we have to look for those opportunities. So for me, I mean, Paris-Nice is a race I've been second at, and it's a special race to me. I really like it a lot, so that's a big goal early on. You know, go back to Dauphiné, do well, but the Tour, you know, I showed up at the Tour this year in the best shape of my life. The team was incredible, and you know, how I had to leave was a big disappointment for me and for the team. So I definitely want to go back there and you know, put the good form to use and show everyone what we can do. We do have several leaders, but I think more and more, and I think last season you really saw it. This team used to be more about sending, you know, 3-4 guys to a race who could do well, but now more and more, going into that, we know that the focus is on one of us. You know, whether it's the Tour with me or the Giro with Ryder or Dan at the Vuelta, or whatever the race may be, or vice versa, however it ends up, we all go into the race knowing that, you know, we do have a kind of plan A and kind of stick with that. And the egos on this team are not as big as some others, and it's really, it's refreshing. It's refreshing to be able to support the guys like that. And also, I mean, you know, you saw Ryder Hesjedal with the Dauphiné. I wouldn't have won if he hadn't been there and done what he did. That's 100% from Jonathan Vaughters, and I really don't know exactly when he came up with it, but I know it was before the Vuelta in 2012. And it really seemed to catch on with the Spanish fans, and then it kind of faded away for a little bit, and I thought maybe it was gone, and then it came back. So yeah, it's a gift that keeps on giving. Once I kind of set my sights on a goal, I really don't give up till I get it. It sounds a little cliche, but it's true.